What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for Love and Marriage DC Season 2, Episode number 9. The episode is titled Joy and Pain, you guys. So before we get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, then do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and by sharing the video. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss Love and Marriage DC, shall we? All right, you guys, so this review won't be that long because for me, the episode, it didn't give a whole lot, right? I will say that this episode, it didn't really piss me. I wasn't upset about it, right? There are some things that I do want to point out with the episode, but we'll get into that as we get into it. So let's pause. Let's go ahead and just jump into Love and Marriage DC, shall we? I don't know if I said that already, but if I did or didn't, let's get into it. All right, you guys. So this episode, actually, let's backtrack. No, let's go ahead and get into it. So this episode, we open up where we left off last week, right? You guys remember that Ashley had told Joy that she had told Alicia that she and Clifton were already married, right? You guys remember that the producers asked Joy, was she married? She hemmed and she hawed, right? And I think in this particular scene right here, she even tried to play it off as if she didn't tell Ashley that she was married, right? And I just want to put a little pin in this right here real quick, right? So I want to just say something towards Carlos King. Carlos King has been very vocal about his opinions about the Real Housewives of Potomac season 7, right? And you know, I wish I had that clip of him, because when he was talking about Robin and the fact that Robin did not divulge her true story on this show. And he said if it was, if it was Letitia, if it was Letitia Pierce, extra he is. If any of his cast members, Destiny Payton, if any of his cast members didn't tell their story on the show, they would get the pink slip, right? So why didn't Joy get a pink slip? Like, I really want for Carlos to focus more on his shows, right? Focus on Bell Collective, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC. Those ratings are in the toilet. Focus on Love and Marriage DC, Huntsville, Bell Collective. I don't know what Grown and Gospel did because I didn't watch Grown and Gospel, but focus on your shows, right? And leave the Bravo shows to Bravo, Andy Cohen, their production companies, Truly Original, whoever produces those shows, right? Leave it to them and worry about your shows. Like, Love and Marriage Huntsville returns on April the 8th, and I don't think I saw anybody that is elated or excited about Love and Marriage Huntsville returning, because Love and Marriage Huntsville just went off in January, and now we're getting another season. The thing that I say about the Huntsville cast is, when do those people get a break, right? It seems like they film year round, and I would not want that. That's just not conducive for But yeah, if you want to say that Robin should have put her real life on the show, Joy made up a whole ass storyline. Joy pretended like she did not want to have a wedding to Clifton, right? And I get it. I guess you went to the Justice of the Peace, right? So you're already married. So why not say, we've already gotten married, but we didn't have a party for our friends and our family. So I don't necessarily know if I want to do that. Instead of, going the route that you guys have went of, do you or do you not want to, have the wedding? You're already married. So what are we talking about here? Like, I didn't understand that. So let's pause here and move forward, you guys. Next up, you guys, Quick and Ashley, right? So we see Quick and Ashley, and they're decorating for Christmas, right? So they tell the kids about Quick's health scare, and once again, we're talking about the fact that Quick needs to take a break from work, and he ain't taking a break from work because he said he has to DJ for that night. I was like, okay. So we're just going right back to season 1, Quick and Ashley. Cool. I got it, right? So then Ashley tells Quick about her telling Alicia that Joy and Clifton were married to each other, right? And the fact that Joy called her phony. I said this last week, and I'm gonna stand 10 toes on it again, right? My issue when it comes to Joy is the fact that Joy says things to certain people, right? But then when it comes back around to whoever you said it about, Joy backpedals on what she says, right? The stuff with Sherelle and Black Block, right? You backpedaled on that, and it all got put onto Arena. Yes, Arena said the word shady, right? But the way that you described Black Block, it would come off as if you're saying that the man is a shady character. So yes, you said it. You might not have used those exact precise words, but you alluded to it. And then in your interview, you say something different, right? Then with you and old Blue Eyes Carmen, you did call Ashley and Alicia fake and phony, right? But then when you're in their presence, you didn't say those words. And that's my issue when it comes to Joy. Stand on what you say. Like, do you forget that you're filming a reality TV show? So the things that you say are going to come back up during the show, and it's going to come back up at the reunion because you guys. Now, I just found this out last weekend that they're still filming. They're still filming Love and Marriage DC. So next week is the mid-season finale. I was like, oh my God, why? Who asked for a mid-season finale? Let's have a season finale. Let's just have a season finale and go to the reunion. Oh God. But whatever. So Ashley tells Quick that she did text Joy back because she did realize that she may have, she hurt Joy, right? And she apologized to Joy. I do want to say this about Ashley, right? Just because you extend the apology to her doesn't mean she has to accept it, right? Just putting that out there on the forefront. Let's pause here and move forward. Next up, Joy and Clifton, you guys. This scene right here with Joy and Clifton, we can breeze through it because it really wasn't much of anything. Joy was telling Clifton that she told Ashley about them being married, right? Clifton knew about this. Clifton told Joy that he felt like Ashley was going to basically, at some point down the line, use that to her benefit, right? So they feel like this is now to Ashley's benefit to, basically put it out there that they're married, right? Which they both in this scene admitted that they're married. So again, why did y'all made up a whole fake storyline? Like y'all could have said, yes, we're married, but he wants to have the big extravagant wedding. I don't. I want to go to the Justice of the Peace. We did that. Because that's something that I was thinking about this whole entire time that Joy had kept saying she didn't want the wedding. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why not just go to the Justice of the Peace and say your I do's? But shit, they've already done it. Again, Carlos, check your cast members. Check your cast. So the end of this episode was really revolving around Winter. So I'm going to talk about this next scene with Winter, and then we'll pause after that and wrap up. So we see Winter. So Winter, she is, you guys know Winter is getting ready for her romancipation party, right? Remember, she invited all the women down to the romancipation party. You guys, I do want to point out something that I saw last weekend on social media, right? Four of the women went live with each other last week. Joy, no, scratch that, not Joy. Ashley, Alicia, Sherelle, and Winter. Those 4 women went live, and they talked for a good long time about the show. Do I remember what they said? Absolutely not. I can't even regurgitate what they said because they talked about a lot of stuff. They definitely talked about a lot of things, and a lot of it was Joy. A lot of it was Joy centric. They did talk about some scenes that, some things that we didn't see on the show. So they did talk about that. And, all of them are cool now. If they like it, I love it. So, Winter has invited Joy down to see her rehearse. She's going to be performing Gutter Barbies at the Romancipation Party, right? So, I'm going to keep it real with you guys because I'm always honest and upfront with you guys. I did fall asleep at this point of the episode, so I don't remember everything that they talked about, but I do remember the gist of it, right? They did talk about Ashley and the other ladies, right? They feel like with this group, they have a terrible sense of telephone. I will agree with that, right? They talked about, Winter says that, she can own up that she may have said and done some things last season with Ashley and Lorena that she would, if she could redo it, she would do it differently, right? Winter did ask Joy, how does she feel about the group? She says it's to be determined, but she doesn't have any issues with any of the women, so I'm like, you don't have any issues with the women. Trust is an issue because you're saying that you don't trust Ashley. That's an issue. You have an issue with Ashley because you don't trust her. So that's a lie. I just want you to know that trust is an issue. You have a trust issue. That's an issue. I guess I'm splitting hairs, right? But let's pause here and wrap up the episode, you guys. So I actually did leave out a scene. So Winter and her boyfriend Yusha, right? So they had their second date. This should have been their first date, because that first date, I just didn't understand why they want a double date with Black Block and Sherelle. But they're on a date with each other, right? And, she's telling him how the song Gutter Barbies came to be, right? You guys remember last season, she coined Ashley and Lorena Gutter Barbies, pretty women who hit low, right? Or go below the belt. But she made this song Gutter Barbies, and she has realized, she wants to take the sting out of Gutter Barbies. So she went to Black Block, they wrote the song. So she's going to be performing the song at the Romancipation Party, right? She asked Yusha to perform it with her, and he's going to rap with her, right? Yusha also lets her know that he is celibate, right? And I was like, oh, that's cool. I like old Winter and Yusha. Hopefully he's not like Kevin. So next up, we see the Romancipation Party, right? So everyone is showing up to the Romancipation Party, with the exception of Sherelle and Alicia. So I think that this might have been an all-cast party. Because if you notice, well, no, because I don't think Quick was there. If Quick was there, we didn't see him. But Ashley's there, Joy is there, Jamie's there, and Arena's there, right? And, Joy came in, she spoke to everybody, but Ashley, she didn't technically pay dust to Ashley. What she really did to Ashley was she didn't give Ashley a hug. She said hi to Ashley, but she didn't hug Ashley. And Ashley asked her, so no hugs today? That remains to be seen. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Joy by no means, but I really wasn't upset with her for not giving her a hug, right? Like, you hurt me, so why should I give you a hug, right? So Winter, she performs Gutter Barbies. She tells everybody how Gutter Barbies came to be, that she called Lorena and Ashley Gutter Barbies, but she's now taken it and she's made a new meaning for Gutter Barbies, right? Gutter, you can be a freak in the sheets, right? And you can be a freak in the sheets, and then the Barbie is the classy side, right? So Winter performed her song. I have nothing to say about her song because I really didn't hear it too well. And again, I was half asleep, so I really wasn't listening to it, right? So Joy told them at one point she has to go leave. I guess she had to do sound check or something. So she was like, she wanted to talk to Ash, or Ash wanted to talk to her, right? So Ashley is like, when you came in, you kind of didn't speak to me, and I asked you for a hug. We're not hugging, and you said that remains to be seen, right? Again, I didn't have an issue with that. If I feel some type of way about you right now, I'm gonna come in and be cordial with you, but to hug you for me would be fake as fuck, right? I think that would just be fake as hell for me to come back like, oh, hey, Ashley, give me a hug, girl, but I'm still pissed off at you. That's fake. Why would I do that? That makes absolutely no sense, right? So Ashley then says, well, I text you and I apologize to you, and I apologize to you again, and nothing, right? Now, when it comes to us apologizing to people, you can apologize until the sky turns blue, purple, green, orange, whatever color it turns, right? That doesn't mean that person has to accept your apology. If Joy isn't in a space yet to where she wants to accept Ash's apology, you just got to sit there and deal with that and be like, okay, she's upset with me. That's fine. We're going to work through it and we're going to get through it. But it feels like you're trying to force her to accept your apology, and she doesn't have to do that. But that's where the episode ended, you guys. If I left anything out, definitely leave it down in the comment section below, you guys. Subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, share the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, you guys, please stay safe up there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I will see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys later on for SWV and Escape Show. Bye, guys.